ang nag-deliver papunta sa bahay nila Pangulong Bongbong Marcos at Speaker Martin Romualdez mag-insert o magpasok ng 100 billion worth of projects sa BICAM. Sana po ay hindi nila ako mapatay bago ko mailabas ang lahat. Ginawa ko lang ang utos sa akin, pero ngayon, handa na akong harapin ang lahat. Ginagamit ng administrasyon ang buong resources ng bansa para tumahimik ako. That he will shoot me if I will talk. Gagamitin ako bilang panakipbutas sa kanilang kampanya laban sa korupsyon. Hindi na ako mananahimik, ilalabas ko ang lahat ng katotohanan. May resibo, may ebidensya, at may pangalan. Para sa bawat Pilipino, alam ko na buo ang galit ninyo sa akin ngayon. Nauunawaan ko rin kung bakit, lalo na at malaki ang halagang nakataya. Pero bago kayo humusga, hayaan ninyong ipaliwanag ko ang buong katotohanan. Matagal akong hindi nagsalita dahil may direktang utos sa akin. Huwag nang bumalik ng Pilipinas at manahimik na lamang. Umalis ako noong July 19, 2025 para sa aking medical check-up. Nakaplanong bumalik pagkatapos ng SONA ni Pangulo. Pero habang papauwi na ako, tinawagan ako ni dating Speaker Martin Romualdez at sinabihan, "Stay out of the country. You will be well taken care of as instructed by the President." Noon naniniwala pa ako sa kanila, kaya't hindi ako bumalik. Tumikom ang aking bibig, sumunod ako, pero ang hindi ko alam, ang ibig pala nilang sabihin sa aalagaan ka namin ay gagamitin ako bilang panakipbutas sa kanilang kampanya laban sa korupsyon. Ginawa nila akong poster boy ng kanilang sariling kasinungalingan. Ngayon, hindi na ako mananahimik, ilalabas ko ang lahat ng katotohanan. May resibo, may ebidensya, at may pangalan. Nagsimula ito nung tumawag si Sekmina Pangandaman sa akin nung nag-umpisa ang BICAM process last year, 2024. Ang sabi niya, katatapos lang ng meeting nila ni Pangulo at may instructions na mag-insert o magpasok ng 100 billion worth of projects sa BICAM. At sinabi pa ni Sekmina, you can confirm with Yusek Adrian Bersamin dahil magkasama sila sa meeting ni Pangulong BBM noong araw na yon. Tinawagan ko po agad si Yusek Adrian Bersamin at tinanong ko kung may instruction nga ba ang Pangulo na magpasok ng 100 billion during their meeting. Ang sabi niya ay totoo nga po. Right after our conversation, tinawagan ko po si dating Speaker Martin Romualdez at nireport ko ang instructions ng Presidente to insert the 100 billion projects. At sinabi niya sa akin, what the President wants, he gets. After ng ilang araw, nag-set po ng meeting si Sekmina Pangandaman at Yusek Adrian Bersamin sa amin ni dating Speaker Martin Romualdez sa Aguado Building in front of Gate 4 ng Malacanang at nandun din po si Yusek Jojo Cadiz. During the meeting, binigay po ni Yusek Adrian Bersamin ang listahan na worth 100 billion. Tinanong ko po si Yusek Adrian kung saan galing ang listahan. Ang sagot niya, galing kay PBBM mismo at binigay niya ito mula sa brown leather bag. Nung sinabi po ni Yusek Adrian Bersamin yung brown leather bag, naalala ko noong nasa Singapore kami right after the elections of May 2022 sa Hilton Hotel, kami ni dating Speaker Martin and PBBM habang pauwi at pabalik ng Pilipinas, hinabol ng PSG ang brown leather bag at ang sabi ni PBBM, maiwan na lahat, wag lang ang brown leather bag. Kaya naniwala ako na utos talaga ito ng Pangulo. Pagkatapos ng ilang araw, I informed sina dating Speaker Martin Romualdez, Sekmina Pangandaman, Yusek Adrian Bersamin, and Yusek Jojo Cadiz na kung pwede 50 billion lang ang ipasok sa program funds dahil so sobra ang DPWH funds versus sa DepEd. In practice, hindi pwede na mas malaki ang budget ng DPWH kaysa edukasyon. And yung balance na 50 billion, ilagay na lang sa unprogrammed funds for the 2025 budget dahil Office of the President din ang nagre-release ng lahat ng unprogrammed funds. Pagkatapos ng isang araw, tinawagan ako ni Sec Mina at sinabi ang mensahe ng Pangulo. Ipasok ninyo yan dahil pinangako na sa akin ni Speaker Martin yan at hindi na pwedeng baguhin. Kumbaga, ang utos ng hari hindi pwedeng mabali. Again, I informed the Speaker and asked clearance about the instructions ng Pangulo. At ang sabi niya, wala tayong magagawa. Kaya po nagtataka ako kung bakit sinasabi ni Pangulo na hindi niya makilala ang budget, samantalang lahat na binawas at dinagdag sa mga ahensya ng gobyerno ay humihingi ng approval sa kanya si Sec Mina Pangandaman.
Witnesses and resource persons, yung new invitees is Congressman Ferdinand Martin Romualdez Sr. Only to be disappointed na hindi ko po siya nakita ngayon. And I also note, Mr. Chair, na ginamit po niyong basis, yung sulat po sa inyo ni Speaker Faustino Bojidi. Mr. Chair, hindi ko po masyadong makuha ang ibig sabihin ni Speaker Boji ng ito ang ginamit nila na para hindi padaluhin ang mga miyembro ng House of Representatives, subjecting them to a simultaneous legislative inquiry on the identical subject could potentially prejudice the findings of the ICI. Pasensya na po, Mr. Chair, pero hindi ko po talaga maintindihan yun. How can the findings of the ICI be prejudiced by their presence here? As a matter of fact, kahit na identical pa ito, ang atin pong mandate is in aid of legislation. And the ICI, I don't know what is their mandate. So, hindi po siya siguro justification. As I said, I was excited, pero ngayon po, kasi mas maganda sana kung nandito siya. It could have been more substantial sana. Having said that, Mr. Chair, siguro, isang araw na-process na natin ito kung ano ang dapat gawin talaga sa mga invitees na to. More particularly, the members of the House of Representatives that were initially mentioned at some point in several testimonies of the respondents that were invited by this committee. May I now proceed, Mr. Chair, to Engineer Bernardo. Kagaya po ng napansin sa pagtatanong ni Senator Kiko, ako din ay ganun din ang aking observation. Merong bahagi ng iyong salaysay na talaga namang very, very descriptive, talagang even the minutest detail. Ito'y mapapatotohanan sa dami ng mga pahina at mga saknong na binanggit mo. Kung halimbawa pag-uusapan, Senator Jingo Estrada, Senator Ramon Rebillan, talagang, kumbaga sa comics, wala ka nang hihilingin pa. Nandun na lahat. Pero pagdating sa bahagi ng mga congressmen or congresswoman, tipid na tipid ka. Halimbawa, yung Congressman Saldico, wala ka man lang sinabi tungkol sa magkano ang hiningi, ilang projects ang napunta rito, ilang porsyento. Kung paano mo dinescribe yung mga naunang senador na binanggit mo, iniisip namin ni Senator Kiko na dapat ganun din sana. Sa ganung paraan, makikita mo talagang walang pinagtatakpan, malinaw, na ibahagi mo talaga, nalalaman mo. Lalong-lalo na sa'yo, naintindihan ko sa tagal ng iyong paglilingkod sa DPWH, ikaw ay sagana na sa karamihan ng eksperyensya at pakikipag-ugnayan sa maraming tao, kaugnay ng iyong trabaho. Ito po, Mr. Chair, litaw na litaw, binanggit tatlong congressman and congresswomen dito. Talaga pong napakatipid po ninyo. Sa makatwid, dito lang po ay kung ako ihahatol dito, meron po kayong deliberately na parang hindi na gusto pang ihayag yung maaring nalalaman po ninyo. Kaugnay po nito, Mr. Chair, nung tinatanong din ni Senator Kiko, kahit na mathematical lang or arithmetical estimation, kung talagang napakahalaga po nun eh. Initially, ito po yung mga nasa notes ko din, nagkakaisa pala kami ng direksyon ng pagtatanong. Bakit kinakailangang sangguniin mo ang abogado mo at pagkatapos ay makikipag-ugnayan ka kay Prosecutor General? First of all, Mr. Chair, I want to know if the Prosecutor General was invited in this meeting.
May I respond, sir?
Yes, PG Padula.
I did not receive any personal invitation, Mr. Chair, but I was directed by the Secretary of Justice to appear in today's hearing to represent him, sir.
That is my problem, Mr. Chair. Ito po, nalilimitahan yung kakayahan ng committee ito na magpahayag ang mga respondents. Katulad nung tinatanong ni Senator Kiko, at yun gusto kong maitanong, bakit kinakailangan po na pigilan siya at some point on the things that he might be able to shed light to this committee? Ano ngayon kung halimbawa tamaan yung mga ibang tao sapagkat ito naman ay pagsasalaysay ng kanyang buong nalalaman? Ang totoo niyan, indicative na sa mga ibang pinagsasabi niya rito na gusto niya talaga. Gusto niyang ihayag ang buong katotohanan. Pero dahil ba sa he is a potential applicant to Witness Protection Program, may influensyahan, malilimitahan ang kanyang exposure dito. Ito po yung hindi ko maintindihan, Mr. Chair. Why is the Department of Justice at some point is interfering in the proceedings of this committee? This is something that we should probably process. Kung ganun pala yun, hindi malayang supplemental affidavit ito. This is questionable to the very least. Ang sabi mo rito, Engineer Bernardo, statements of facts applicable to all. Sa Tagalog, pagsasalaysay na applicable sa lahat. Tama. Hindi kita narinig.
Sorry po, Mr. Chair. Yes po, Mr. Chair.
Okay. Kung ito'y pagsasalaysay ng applicable sa lahat, katulad ng binabanggit mo sa paragraph 9, I can confirm based on my personal knowledge that in some form or another or in various extents, most proponents have their own designated contractors who will take on the projects for the former's benefit and advantage. Sometimes other proponents would request me to suggest contractors for them who are known to me or referred to me by friends and other personalities. These are situations that national and local elected politicians would request me to source projects for them. Di dapat ihayag mo rin lahat. The problem is there is a prosecutor general who is not very interested in prosecuting people. He's very selective, Mr. Chair. This is something that is objectionable.
May I be allowed to respond, Mr. Chair?
You may respond.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I take exception to the observation of the good senator that the Department of Justice is interfering in the investigation being conducted by the committee. In fact, Mr. Chair, whatever limitations there are to the testimonies of this witness who is present here is not something which is being dictated by the Department of Justice, but by law that is covered by Republic Act 6981, particularly Section 7 thereof. It is not our intention to restrict his testimony, as in fact,
For our education, kindly tell us what Section 7 is about.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Section 7 of RA 6981 clearly states confidentiality of proceedings. All proceedings involving application for admission into the program and the action taken thereon shall be confidential in nature. No information or documents or given or submitted in support thereof shall be released except upon written order of the department and of the proper court. Any person who violates the confidentiality of said proceedings shall upon conviction be punished with imprisonment of not less than 1 year, but not more than 6 years, and deprivation of the right to hold a public office or employment for a period of 5 years.
How can that provision apply?
Yes, Mr. Chair, we believe it will apply.
How can it apply? Tinatanong lang ni Sec Kiko, ni Senator Kiko, tinatanong lang namin, magkano ba lahat? How does provision apply?
Mr. Chair, any matter pertaining to the...
No. I'm not talking about any matter. Senator Kiko and myself is only trying to extrapolate gaano ba kalawak, the magnitude of this whole thing, para magkaroon lang kami ng mental picture about this.
To explain that, Mr. Chair, if I
How
may be
can
allowed.
that provision apply? Why would you limit the witness from telling at least an idea of how much it is?
Mr. Chair, in the earlier proceedings, the question asked by Senator Pangilinan was already addressed by this representation when we said that the witness may openly give a mathematical computation of what is based in the affidavit. There was no restriction given by the Department of Justice. I think that is on record, Mr. Chair.
Okay, why are you intervening?
Of the provisions of the law on confidentiality, sir. That is why it was referred to us. It was referred to us by the witness because he has
The
a
matter of
memorandum of
giving us an
agreement.
estimate is a confidential matter?
No, precisely, Mr. Chair. That is the reason why we had already acceded to the request of Senator Pangilinan.
Mr. Chair,
With the permission of Senator Marcoleta.